You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Hello and welcome back to the Solihull Radio Rock Show. I am Jake, your host. What you've just heard there was the start of our covers week. That's right, this is a special, probably not a one-off. There's enough covers out there to do another one. And if I'm honest, I do quite like covers. That was Apocalyptica covering the famous piece of classical music there, Hall of the Mountain King, who I think is by Grieg, famously featured in the Alton Towers adverts. Now, as anybody who listens to the show knows, I put a little bit of a warning up for people that may be swearing, or may not like swearing, so there may be swearing. So here we go.
Now, there might be a few naughty words in this song, but we know you'd never repeat them.
There you go, you have been warned. So, without further ado, let's go on to our second song. Now this week will feature a whole variety of covers. Some are rock covers or metal covers by other rock bands. Some of them are non-rock or metal people covering rock songs, and some are rock and metal people covering non-rock and metal songs. So this next one is somebody called Tori Amos, who's a piano girl, so she's not a screamer, and it's her cover of Slayer's Raining Blood. So I hope you enjoy, or at least find it interesting.
The sky is turning red. Return to power draws near. Cells of my treacherous past, betrayed by money, now ornaments tripping apart. creating my structure. Now I shall reign in
That was the haunting cover of Raining Blood there by Tori Amos. Something a little bit different from what a lot of the covers we'll be playing today are. So, and if anybody's ever heard this show before, they'll know that I quite like playing what you kind of want to listen to. So, if anybody has a request, but it's got to be a cover, I will not play any original songs this week. It's all going to be covers. If you've got a request of me, you can call me on 0121 70 40 185. You can text in on 075 64 30 30 64, and you can email me on studio@solihullradio.com. So, while you're thinking of something to play, I'll play you another song. This is a song originally by Peter Gabriel, so it's going to be good, and this is the cover of Shock the Monkey by Coal Chamber, which is featuring Ozzy Osbourne, which is quite an unusual mashup, really, so hope you enjoy. Here is Shock the Monkey.
Cover me when I run. Cover me through the fire. Something knocked me out the tree. Now I'm on my knees. Cover me, darling, please. Hey, monkey. Fox, rat on the rat. You can ape the ape. I know about that. There ain't one thing you must be sure. I can take anymore. Darling, don't you monkey with the monkey. Hey, monkey. Cover me when I sleep. Cover me when I breathe. You know you're all before the fight. Make the monkey blind. Cover me, darling, please.
That was Shock the Monkey by Coal Chamber, featuring Ozzy Osbourne. That was originally by Peter Gabriel, who, if you haven't heard of, I think you should check out. He's not a rock guy, he's more of a kind of art pop guy, but he started off in the prog rock band Genesis, and well worth a listen. Now, we've had a first request, and while I find it on the system, I'm going to play you another cover. This is originally by George Michael, so any of you kind of George Michael fans out there, I hope you'll find this at least a little bit interesting. And it's going to be the first of 2 George Michael songs covered, actually. And this is by a band called Seether, and it is Careless Whisper. So I hope you enjoy. There you go. That was originally by George Michael there. That was, of course, Seether with Careless Whisper. Sorry, my mind eluded me there for a minute. So, we have our first request of the night. This goes out to Josh. This is We Don't Need Another Hero by Northern Kings. This was originally by Tina Turner. So, I hope you enjoy.
From the wreckage, can't make the same mistake this time. We are the children, the last generation. We are the ones they left behind.
All we want is love.
That was We Don't Need Another Hero, originally by Tina Turner. This one's by Northern Kings. I think they did a really good job of that. I think Tina Turner would probably enjoy that. Now we're going to do our little small band. And if you'd have been paying attention to my Facebook page, you'll notice that I said there were two this week. There's going to be two people I'm promoting. Now the first one is not particularly small. They're currently on a bit of a sellout tour of Europe, I think. But, however, he may not be on all of your radars. And that's a guy called Leo. He's, I think it's either Norway or Finland's biggest YouTuber. And he does kind of covers of songs, and he picks them and he completely remakes them. He records it all himself. He has his own unique style to things. So, I'm not going to tell you who this is originally by. I'm going to let you figure it out. However, it's pretty kind of well known. So, I'm sure you'll enjoy this. So this is Leo, and we're going to play two songs of his. So this is going to be number one of two, so enjoy.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. Kingdom of isolation, when it looks like I am the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. And the fear someone's control me can't get to me at all. It's hard to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's hard to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Cold never bothered me anyway.
There you go. That was Let It Go from the Disney film Frozen. Something a little bit less serious, although I still think it's very good quality. So you've now been listening for roughly half an hour. It's unfortunately time to play the ads. So if you'll bear with for a minute, we'll get back to having a little bit of Leo and having some fun stuff. So Here we go. Here's some ads.
Thursfields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at thursfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Stagecoach Solihull teaches skills.
In drama, singing and dance.
But these skills don't just vanish when the curtain falls.
They're skills for life, stretching imaginations and improving literacy. For a career in the arts, learning new skills. Or just having fun.
So visit our website
www.stagecoach.co.uk/Solihull.
Stagecoach Solihull. Skills for the arts. Skills for life. Yeah!
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio.
And we're back. So I hope you're still here. We're going to have a bit more Leo. This is first small, I say small, he's not particularly small, but our first smaller artist of this week's show. And this is another very famous song. This one is the one that kind of made his name, and mainly for his music video that went along with it, where he was dressed in a giant rabbit costume running through a shopping centre in Norway or Finland, wherever he lives. And this is his rendition of Feel Good Inc. So this is one of my favourites he's done, so hope you enjoy.
It's ephemeral style, a melancholy town where we never smile. And all I wanna hear is the message beep. My dreams, they gotta catch me cause I don't get sleep, no. Windmill, windmill for the land, turn forever hand in hand. Take it all in on your stride, it is sticking for love forever, love is free, let's turn forever, you and me. Windmill, windmill for the land, it's everybody, yeah. Laughing gases, flash, 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 lime in your mouth like ass crack. Ladies, ponies, at the track, it's my chocolate attack. I'm stepping in the heart of this shit, Can't Bell looking in the heart of this shit. Watch me as I gravitate, ha 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 ha. Go, we gon' ghost town, this Motown, we Joe sound. You in the blink, gun bite the dust, can't fight with us, we Joe sound. You kill the ink, so don't stop, get it, until you get it. Now watch the way I navigate, ha 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 ha. Shake it, 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 shake it. captain's in it, steady, watch me navigate. Ha 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 ha. Don't stop, shit and get it. Be proud, your captain's in it, steady, watch me navigate. Ha 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 ha. Shake it, shake it, shake it, feel good. Shake it, shake it, shake it, feel good. Shake it, shake it, shake it, feel good. Shake it, shake it, shake it, feel good.
So that was Leo there with Feel Good Inc., which I think is just it's a great song. No, I've not met anybody that doesn't really like that song, no matter the version of it. So as you can hear, he had got a very signature style. He's a YouTuber, so you can only find him on YouTube pretty much. He's under the name Frog Leap Studios, and he does all sorts of songs. He doesn't just make heavy songs. He does take songs that are heavy and make them lighter, which are also very good. So if you like that, go ahead and check him out on YouTube. I thoroughly recommend it. Now, we've got our next request. This is for I'm Your Boogeyman, and that's White Zombie. It was originally by Casey and the Sunshine Band, so I don't know this song, and I'd be quite interested to see how this turns out. So I hope you enjoy.
Late afternoon,
That was I'm Your Boogeyman there by White Zombie, originally by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Again, I think that was another great kind of version of that. Some of these are turning out to be fantastic covers that people have suggested. And I haven't pre-screened these at all, so I have no idea what most of these songs are. So next, in my long list of cover songs that may or may not bleed into 2 weeks, we have one for the goths out there. This is a cover of Lucretia My Reflection, which is of course by the Sisters of Mercy, and it's by a band called Blacklight Burns. Now these are formed from the guitarist of Limp Bizkit, who some of you may remember from my 90s little history segment, who are one of the rap metal acts. But this is very different to Limp Bizkit because the guitarist isn't playing guitar, he's singing. So this is his side project, and I think it's pretty good, so I hope you enjoy it. This is Lucretia My Reflection by Blacklight Burns.
Between
That was Black Light Burns there with Lucretia My Reflection, which is, another fantastic cover. Now I've had another request in for a cover of a song that the Foo Fighters covered. However, I couldn't find it, so I have an alternative, and I hope you like it. This is the 80s classic Baker Street as covered by Foo Fighters. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope this is a good substitute for the one you wanted. So I'm sorry, Donna, I couldn't get it. There you go, what a classic is that? Baker Street there, covered by the Foo Fighters. Now, it's nearly news time, so we've got time for one more song before we go to the news. And this is a song, originally, it's a bit of an electronic classic. It's the song Open Up, originally by Left Field, featuring John Lydon, and covered by an Australian band called Cog, who aren't very well known over here, but in Australia they're quite popular, and so I'm led to believe. And it's just an amazing cover. So I'm gonna play this. Hope you enjoy it. And we may be seeing more from Cog in the future, where they might feature on a small artist bit. But for now, they're just going to have to deal with being the song before the news. So here is Open Up, as covered by Cog.
Centre at 6. We're expecting to hear from the Prime Minister this evening. She's currently locked in talks with ministers over her draft Brexit deal. Theresa May's been trying to bring them together to back the agreement reached with Brussels. She told MPs earlier the Cabinet will decide on the next steps.
I'm confident that this takes us significantly closer to delivering on what the British people voted for in the referendum.
But Arlene Foster, who leads the DUP, which props up Mrs May's government, says she wants some questions about Northern Ireland's future answered.
Is there going to be a difference between us and the rest of the United Kingdom in relation to the single market regulations? What's the position in relation to the customs union? How are we going to get out of this arrangement when we leave the European Union?
In other news tonight, £2 maximum stakes on fixed odds betting machines are to be introduced 6 months sooner than planned. The government, which had intended to wait until next October, has announced a U-turn after pressure from MPs. Police in Greater Manchester are hunting men suspected of 2 attempted child abductions. Girls in Bolton and Bury have been targeted using a white van this week. Up to 48,000 women haven't received letters about their cervical cancer screenings following an NHS error. Test results, appointment invitations and reminders to book in were among things which didn't go out in England. The Prince of Wales has been having birthday tea with 70 other people celebrating their 70th year. Celebrations have been taking place across the UK, with a black tie party at Buckingham Palace planned for this evening. Asked by reporters how he was feeling, the Prince had this response.
Older. I'm not sure. It's rather like indigestion. Many happy returns are not quite the same thing as you get older.
And 2 men in high-vis vests have stolen a 6-foot-tall fiberglass gorilla from a hotel in London. It was taken from the roof of the Sanctum Soho near Piccadilly Circus earlier this month. That's the latest. I'm Barry Weir.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
High
Welcome back to the Solihull Radio Rock Show. That was Dream Theater there with Stargazer off their Uncovered album, which is fantastic if you enjoyed that. I know their songs tend to be a little bit long, but they are very good musicians, and you can tell they've put a lot of time into playing it. Now we have a request. This one is for Janie, and this is Live and Let Die by Guns N' Roses, so enjoy.
You were young and your heart was an open book. You used to say, live and let live. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die.
That was the Guns N' Roses rendition of Live and Let Die there for Janie. Of course, the original was by Paul McCartney and Wings for the Bond soundtrack of Live and Let Die. Now we're going to have another little song before we go to our second small band of the week, and this one is actually a small band, and this is our second George Michael cover of the night, and this is Limp Bizkit covering Faith. So I hope you enjoy this.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like me, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play, 'cause I play them too. Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up off the floor. When that love comes down without devotion, well, it takes a song then, baby, but I'm showing you that door. Rock, gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith, baby. I know you're asking me to stay. Say please, please, please don't go away, 'cause you're giving me the blues. Baby, you might mean all the words you say. Can't help but think of yesterday, and another who tied me down to the love of one you. Before this river becomes an ocean, before you pick my heart up off the floor. When that love comes down without devotion, well, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you that door. I gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Get the fuck up.
There you go, that was Limp Bizkit's attempt at Faith by George Michael. Probably not as good as the other one, I don't think, that I played earlier. So to try and get you over that, we have our second small band, and this is a band called Brass Against, who I really love. I've been getting into recently. They are a brass band that do covers of rock songs. So here is their rendition of Cochise, which is Audio Slave, and I think it's fantastic. The person they've chosen to sing this is just a great match, so enjoy. just so cool. That was Brass Against there with Cachis. Now, I discovered these on YouTube quite recently, and they just blew me away. So I just thought, what a great idea. You know, how cool is that? Just to, you know, get a bunch of musicians together, you know, brass musicians together to try and play rock songs. So I'm going to play another one because I like it so much. And this is their cover of Guerrilla Radio, of course, by, God, the name always escapes me. And Rage Against the Machine, that's it. I had the same moment today when I was trying to explain to someone what I was doing, and I completely forgot half of what I was going to be playing. So, this is Guerrilla Radio by Brass Against, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
Than here. What better time than now? Oh, hell, can't stop us now. 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 Oh, hell, can't stop us now.
So that was cool, wasn't it? That was Brass Against with Guerrilla Radio. Now, we've had a request. This is the first time someone's ever requested 2 songs in a show. And yes, you can do that if you want. You can request more than one. If I've got time, I'll play it. And this is, unfortunately, for a Nickelback song. So I'm afraid you'll have to brace yourself if you're not a Nickelback fan. But it's not one of their own songs. This is a cover of Elton John's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. So I hope you enjoy.
She don't
There you go, that was Nickelback with Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, originally by Elton John. So, are you guys up for another cover? Because I am. This is going to be probably the weirdest combo you've heard so far. And this is going to be Motorhead covering David Bowie. And this is the last thing to be released by Motorhead. This was released posthumously as far as Lemmy's concerned. And this is a cover of David Bowie's Heroes. So I hope you enjoy this. Okay, that was Motorhead's version of David Bowie's Heroes, and what a great cover that is. Who'd have thought that they could pull it off so well? I'm going to play one of my favourite covers now, and it's a cover of a Leonard Skinner song, and it's by Deftones, who are not known for doing their kind of softer songs, but this is a really good version of it, and it's a cover of Simple Man, so I hope you enjoy. There you go. That was Simple Man, the rendition by Deftones, originally by Leonard Skinner. And that is one of my favourites, I've got to say. It's just, you know, it's done so beautifully well, I think. Now it's we're going to go a little bit heavier with the next couple, I think, just to spice things up a bit. You've had a few light ones, and now it's time for a couple of heavy ones. So this next one is Kill Switch Engage with the cover of Dio's Holy Diver. There you go, that was Kill Switch Engage there with Holy Diver. Hope you enjoyed that. Now we're probably going to go on to our heaviest point of the night, and this is a cover of AWOL Nation's Sail. Now if you know the original, you'll know how unheavy the original is, so this is Devil Driver with their own little take on AWOL Nation's Sail here. So hope you enjoy, or if you don't, I hope you bear with it to see what's on the other side. So here we go. There you go. It was Sail by AWOL Nation, covered by Devil Driver there. Hope you enjoyed it, or if you didn't, I'm afraid, sorry, but if you're back, that's fantastic. So, we're on to the home stretch now, the final few songs I'm going to play. This next one went viral. I say viral, it was probably the most popular one they've had in a long time, and this is a cover of a Simon & Garfunkel song, and it's The Sound of Silence, and this is by Disturbed. So I hope you enjoy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
That was Disturbed there with their very emotional cover of Sound of Silence. It's probably the most undisturbed song they've ever done. Now, we're going to overrun a bit, I'm afraid. We're going to play you 2 more songs. So I hope you'll stay with me, even though I'm going to go a couple of minutes over. So this next one is a cover of a Bad Company song called Bad Company, and it's done by the band Five Finger Death Punch. And they've got their own little take on it, but it's a pretty good cover. It's very similar to the original, so I hope you enjoy. If you like the original, I'm sure you'll like this. So this is Bad Company by Five Finger Death Punch.
A company always on the run, a destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me Bad Company. I can't deny bad company till the day I die. Until the day I die. Until the day I die. Rebel souls, deserters we've been called. Chose a gun and threw away the sun. Now these towns, well, they all know our name. The death punch sound is our claim to fame. And that's why they call me Bad Company. I can't deny bad company till the day I die. Until the day I die. Until the day I die. Until the day I die. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, blood for blood. We've all gotta die. We've all gotta die. And that's why they call me Bad Company. I won't deny bad company till the day I die. Bad company. I won't deny bad company till the day I die. Until 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 the day I die.
There you go. That was Five Finger Death Punch's fantastic version of Bad Company there. Now, it has come to the end of my programme, pretty much. I thank you very much for joining me, and if you've made it all the way through, congratulations. Next week, we will return to the normal scheduled style of broadcast, where I just play some music, take some requests, and talk a little bit. I will do another covers segment at another point, I will take over another show. I have enough already. I just don't want to overload everyone. Thank you very much. If you've got any suggestions for me, go find me on my Facebook page, the Jake Morrison radio presenter page. Let me know. Have a chat. I'm quite open to suggestions, and let me know what you think. Now we're going to finish on a little bit of a comical one. We're going to finish on a pirate metal band's cover of Flower of Scotland. So this is Ailstorm attempting Flower of Scotland. Thank you very much, and good night from me.